is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. Today we're going to talk about the Washington Wizards 30-point scorer, Bradley Beal. He has been able to stay healthy. He has been able to be a one-man wrecking crew, helping the Washington Wizards, one of the top scoring teams in the NBA. And a lot of it is because of his ability to facilitate and also score the basketball. And you got to give a lot of credit to Scott Brooks, knowing his personnel, knowing what their strength could be, and getting the maximum out of it. Obviously, it's not going to win you a championship, and it's a big reason why they're not in the playoffs, because they don't play any defense really at all. You had to find a way to maximize what you have, and I feel like Scott Brooks has found something that got them into the ninth place in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. With all the injuries and all the trades and roster changes, they have found a way consistently to win to the best of their ability because of their talent pool isn't that great on this roster. But Bradley Beal has been that shining star, a guy that might not make the All-NBA team or the All-Star team this year, but average 30, which sounds ridiculous and crazy, but it might end up coming true, which you would never think that would be true. A guy averaging 30 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds won't make it to the All-Star game in the Eastern Conference, one of the worst conferences in the NBA. Guys like Sabonis got a lot of heat for being an all-star in the NBA because people feel like he really wasn't an all-star caliber player. People feel like Sabonis and guys like Bam Adebayo are role players. They're complementary players. They're not franchise cornerstones like a guy like Bradley Beal, who was drafted in that top 5 and became an all-star before, who has become one of the unguardable players in the NBA this season. He didn't get the credit for being an individual talent as they became better as team talent. They play well with the teammates that they have. They mesh well with their teammates that they have. They are who they are, and they stick to their strengths. But Bradley Beal didn't get the credit and the love that he deserved this year. I noticed it. A lot of people noticing it. And it's kind of funny that he might not even make the All-NBA team either, even though he's having a better season than last year, which a lot of people thought he was a borderline All-NBA player last year. And now he's having an even better season than ever, and he might be in the same hole that he was last year of not making it to either team. Not making it to the All-NBA team again because he was an All-Star last year. So it's unfortunate for him. That's bad luck. I see why him and his team was angry and frustrated because they're not getting they putting in the work. They're getting the results that they personally want when it comes to the numbers. They're overachieving this year as a team because nobody expected the Wizards to make it to the playoffs this year, and even though they won't, I also didn't expect Bradley Beal to be averaging 30 this year. And that's one thing that caught me by surprise. But the way he's doing it has been magnificent. Shooting the 3-ball, handling the ball, getting to the rim, knocking down his free throws, making sure he's keeping his teammates involved and not getting too greedy. He's taking quality shots. I felt in the beginning of the season he was taking a lot of tough shots and forcing the issue. I feel like now he's more calm, he's more prepared, he's more patient, and he's taking shots that's tough because when you're a player at his caliber, everybody know you can play. Everybody's game planning against you. Everybody's scheming against you. Everybody know if you stop Bradley Beal, you beat the Wizards. And he has to have that mentality every game. How can I get better? How can I impact the game? How can I score? How can I continue to make my teammates get easy opportunities and use my talent to make their job easier? He has to do that consistently because that's the life of a superstar. But the question is Bradley Beal really a franchise player? Can he be the best player on your team? And that's going to be the question. When you averaging 30 and you're putting up the numbers that he's putting up, but you're not getting the accolades that should come with it, that means a lot of people don't really believe that you are what the numbers are saying. And he is a product to the up and down tempo of the Wizards. Get up and get quick shots, get quick opportunities. And if he knocks them down, he's going to be able to put up the numbers. But Bill is still scoring a lot, coming off screens, knocking down threes, and a lot of isolation, which is what you want your shooting guard and your guard to do. You want them to be able to come off screens and knock down threes. You want them to be able to play off the ball, but you also want them to be able to handle the ball and create their shot off the dribble and also create for others. So he's checking all the boxes that you want and the modern day guard: assists, rebounding the ball well for a guard, and scoring the ball and shooting the ball well, and also being a great free throw shooter. So he has figured that out. Now, to me, it's about getting more help. He don't have the help necessary for him to get over that hump to make it to the playoffs. Even though he has made it to the playoffs, he has performed back then better in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. He elevates his play in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. He has always done that, but he won't be able to do that this year or last year because he didn't make it. So I really want to see how far you can get with Bradley Beal, because if you're going to give him the super max and you're going to pay him all that money, how far can he really take your franchise as the best player? Can he lead you to a title? I don't think none of us is saying that. He's not the defender and the leader that he needs to be right now. Personally, he can develop those things, but he's not there just yet. He does have the fight. He does have the competitiveness. He does have the versatility. He does have a lot of moves offensively to be a little unpredictable because he can attack you in a lot of ways with his ball handling, his ability to play off the ball, his ability to come off screens, but also his ability to be unselfish. We'll see what happens when John Wall comes back. Can he bring that element of another ball handler, another guy that can make decision, make plays, but also allow Bradley Beal to get buckets? Because that's one thing that I liked about as they got older. John Wall allowed Bradley Beal to do more, and he was able to still do his thing, but he also wasn't afraid to let Bradley Beal be what he is right now, which is a all around offensive player, which a lot of people thought he was going to be a great shooter in the league, but nobody thought he'd be averaging 30 in the NBA, just going out there destroying everybody that guards him and looking virtually unstoppable, which is amazing. If you put in the work and you love the game of basketball and you enjoy playing it, you should go out there and try to become and be the best player that you can be. And you should enjoy that process of getting better, learning, and getting the knowledge that's needed to get to that next level. And I feel like Bradley Beal, like I always say, he has gotten better each season, in my personal opinion, especially since he's been healthier. Um, and that hasn't changed. And this year he has took a leap to that superstar potential level that this guy has become an investment, that he has become better than what we thought he would be. Now he has become better than he probably thought he would be. Now is how great can he get? Can he get to that elite level, which he has come closer to knocking on that window this season? And now it's about using that level to get to that level when you're a top 10, top 5 player in the world and you can lead a team to the impossible, which is actually winning the goal of winning a title. Right now, I'm not going to blame it on him because, like I said, we think this team is going to make it to the playoffs, not because of Bradley Beal, but because they just don't have enough talent. They don't have enough defense. They don't have enough rebounding. They don't have enough of a lot of things. And that's why this team is going to continually miss the playoffs or be a first or second round exit. They just don't have enough. Even when John Wall was healthy, they didn't have a legitimate chance on winning the title, and none of us felt like they really did. We felt like they was one of the better teams in the East, but we never felt like they had a legitimate chance on winning it all because they just didn't have enough to get over that hump. When John Wall come back, they might have enough to make it to the playoffs. But even last year when they had John Wall and Bradley Beal healthy, they still was outside of the playoff picture, even though he went down and got hurt. Even when he was healthy with Bradley Beal, they still wasn't even in the playoff race then. So he might not be the answer to their problems if he come back healthy. But even if you make it to the playoffs, the goal is to win the title, and they don't have enough, and they have a far way to go to get that talent to where they have enough to get it done. The problem is, will they ever get it done? Can John Wall and Bradley Beal get it done? And if they do, what is it going to take to get this roster to where it needs to be so they can get it done? Because right now, I just don't see it happening. And for you to be paying these players the money that you're paying them, and they honestly don't have enough and not good enough to get you over that point, that level, to me, you was probably better off rebuilding, going all in on the rebuild after you traded Otto Porter, or now you're going to be stuck with two contracts where you're going to be fun, you're going to be entertained, you're going to be respected, but you're not going to be a team that hoists that trophy. And that's the ultimate goal, that what you're trying to build from day one is, how do we get to that point where we're a championship contender? Even when this team was at its best, nobody really felt that way about them. But now they have another chance to rewrite the books, rechange how people think about them. And John Wall has a lot of time to rehab. He had all the season off. He gonna have the whole summer off to get back to where he wants to be and learn some, involve some, and hopefully bring a new John Wall to the game. And hopefully this injury can allow him to relax his body, get it back to where it needs to be, and just come back different and better and enhanced. And if that happens, we can see a different Wizards team that's better than this year and more competitive. But also, we'll see what it's going to take for them roster-wise to get to where they need to be so they can win it all. Because John Wall and Bradley Beal said they're not done. They got unfinished business. They feel like they can get it done. Now they're going to have the opportunity next season, if they choose to stay around together, to have that last opportunity to see if they have enough and can they do enough to get this team to where it needs to be. And if they're going to put the roster around them to get it done. That's what we're going to have to see. But if you're new to the channel, check out my website, analysisplayer.com. Link in the description comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayer.com. Link in the description comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that continues to like on YouTube. Thanks for everybody that does check out my website. I love the love and the support. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you can find merchandise on my Spreadshirt, but you can also message me on Facebook for t-shirts. And thanks for buying the merchandise. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm gone. And let me know how you feel. Is Bradley Beal a franchise player? Can he lead you to a title? Can he be the best player on the championship team? And can him and John Wall get it done in Washington? Whatever you feel about Bradley Beal and the Wizards, let me know in the comment section below. I'm gone.